What's the number one thing you'll never buy for your children? My son was 11 when he asked me for a new iPhone. I told him that if he wanted one, he'd have to earn it. I suggested he start by mowing lawns for our neighbors. He did, and within a month, he had enough to buy one. I was impressed, but I told him he should save his money. He didn't listen, and the next day, he came home with a brand new iPhone. I told him he'd regret it, but he didn't care. A few days later, he was playing with it while walking and accidentally dropped it. It shattered, and he was devastated. He came to me, asking for help to fix it. I told him he'd have to pay for it himself. He was upset, but he knew I was right. He went back to mowing lawns, and after a few weeks, he had enough to fix it. He was happy, but I could tell he had learned a lesson. A few months later, he came to me and said, "Dad, you were right. I should have saved my money." I was proud of him for realizing this on his own. He started saving his money, and by the time he was 16, he had enough to buy a car. He came to me and said, "Dad, I want to buy a car, but I want you to help me pick one out." I was so proud of him for being responsible with his money. We found a great car, and he's been driving it ever since.